Welcome to Barnstable Today. I'm Nick Cortez. Sea turtle stranding season is only a few weeks old, but park rangers and volunteers have already discovered several cold-stunned turtles washed up on Cape Cod Bay beaches across the region. Sandy Neck has been one of the more active beaches for cold-stunned turtles so far this season, and recently, park manager Nina Coleman invited me out on a patrol to look for them. On many days, the staff at Sandy Neck doesn't find a thing, but on this day, what we found was pretty amazing. Take a look. We set out from the gatehouse at about 11 in the morning to look for turtles from Access Trail out to the point. The search involved a lot more than combing the beach in the truck, though. Part of the job involves picking through the debris on the rack line.
It's like dinner plate size, so about that big. And they're usually on their back, and the belly's sort of like pinkish gray. So that's usually what I pick up on. But if they're completely covered, then you have to go through the big heaps of stuff.
Do you find this? Do you find turtles often in the seaweed and all that?
Yeah, because that's where the debris is, you know. So if you look around, you see where the debris line is. That's about the same size and weight of a turtle. It's going to end up at the same location.
Gotcha. So if you can hear me here, piles of debris like this, Nina and Matt have been kicking throughout the morning this morning. Not really kicking, but have been examining a little bit further just to make sure there's not a turtle that's washed up underneath all this stuff. We'll keep going and see if we can find anything out here.
We weren't finding anything at first, but it didn't take long before Nina got a call saying that a turtle had been found elsewhere on the beach by Sandy Neck board chairman Rich French. He stopped by with the turtle so Nina could examine it.
This is a Ridley. It's really round.
Yeah.
It's got a big head. It's in great shape.
Well, I expect it to be more paralyzed. It looks like it's moving around pretty good.
As you get through the year, like I was saying, as it gets colder, it's not that bad today, so it's warming up and doing all right.
After that, it was back to the truck to continue our patrol. Not 15 minutes later, we spotted another cold-stunned Kemp's Ridley turtle, the most endangered type of sea turtle in the world.
Wasn't healthy enough to make it out in the first place?
Yeah, because of that. But here he is
still alive, right?
Still with us, so we're looking good.
Excellent.
Yep. Gotta injure that flipper. See that flipper truncated.
Oh yeah. Awesome. So what now? How do you make sure they get back safe?
Well, we're gonna get it stabilized, keep it cool. Really important to keep it cool. Don't want to put it in the heated cab. And we're going to finish our patrol, though, in case there's another one, and then we'll transport it up.
Good day today so far. Two turtles stay alive.
Two turtles stay alive.
That's right.
It's a good day, all right. Really good day. So you're going to stick it in the bucket here? Its neck. Oh, this one's moving all over the place. It's probably going to be all right.
With the second turtle safe in the plastic tub, we got moving again. And as we got closer to the point, another Kemp's Ridley appeared in our path. This one wasn't doing as well as the others, though.
A little more exposed out here, you know?
Yeah.
So not as active. I feel the wind right in my back. Just a little more limp. See how the neck was hanging down? The flippers are hanging down. But it's still very pliable. Another Ridley's.
In terms of, and this is the third one we've seen, obviously. In terms of the condition, what do you think about this one?
I think
Camp's Ridley's, right?
This is a Camp's Ridley, yep. Real round shell with a bigger head compared to the body. If it was a green, the head, they call it, Mass Audubon helps me out, they say for a pinhead turtle. It's got a real small head.
Gotcha.
But yeah, real round is what I'm looking for. Okay, buddy.
After a quick stop at the point to take in the beautiful early afternoon, we headed back to the gatehouse where Ashley Gore from the Mass Audubon Wellfleet Bay Wildlife Sanctuary was waiting to pick up the turtles to bring them to a facility where they'll be rehabbed.
So what do you do to make sure that you get them safe back to wherever they need to go? I mean, is it a technical thing, or do you just set them on the front seat and hope for the best?
As far as right now, yeah, they're just in the vehicle. We try and keep it, I mean, I won't turn any heat on. It's a really warm day outside today, but I'll have the windows open. You don't want to warm them up too quickly.
Yeah.
Because they can kind of go into shock, or they've just found that that's not a good thing to do. So we try and kind of warm them up slowly, keep them at about the temperature they were at already, so 50, 55 degrees is good. And we'll get them to the New England Aquarium, which has a facility in Quincy, Massachusetts now, as soon as we can. Mass Audubon works with a lot of volunteers, so a lot of people that just volunteer to transport these turtles to Quincy. So as far as these guys all go, we will probably keep them overnight and get them there tomorrow, and then they've got all the equipment that they need to get these guys nursed back to health this winter for most likely a release next summer.
We're pretty early into stranding season now, but how's it been so far?
So far it's been, I think, fairly active. I was looking at numbers from last year, and at this point last year there were not this many turtles yet. I think this brings it to 105, like 15 on the year. Don't quote me on that, but so I think it's been pretty active with and most of them have been alive and fairly lively. So I think that's a good sign.
Yeah.
Thanks to Nina Coleman and Natural Resource Officer Matt Goff for a great adventure. It's not every day that you can hold one of the world's rarest creatures in your hands, let alone save its life. If you see a cold-stunned turtle, though, don't try to rescue it yourself. Just move it above the rack line, mark its position, and call the Natural Resource Office of whatever town you happen to be in. Now, let's take a look at this week's meetings. Tuesday, November 16th, the Conservation Commission meets in the Town Hall hearing room at 6:30. On Wednesday, November 17th, Silent Spring holds a lunchtime update on their latest research in the Town Hall hearing room that begins at noon. At 4 p.m., the Renewable Energy Commission meets in the Selectmen's Conference Room. At 7 p.m., the School Committee meets in the Selectmen's Conference Room. And at 7:30, the Shellfish Committee has a meeting in the MEA Conference Room on Finney's Lane. Thursday, November 18th, there's a site plan review hearing in the Town Hall hearing room at 9 a.m. And at 7 p.m., the Town Council meets in the Town Hall hearing room. Well, that's all for now. I'm Nick Cortez, and we'll see you next time on Barnstable Today.